Welcome back to Missouri Mayhem, Mystery and Murder. I'm Megan.
And I'm Mindy. Thank you so much for joining us for this fun mini episode. We are switching gears a little bit today and discussing a Missouri folklore and legend.
That is right, Mindy. We thought, we've been covering a lot of really heavy content, and our title does say mystery and murder. So it's about time we looked into a Missouri mystery. So today we're going back to the summer of 1972.
1972. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Mindy's birth year.
Mm-hmm.
And we are in the summer of 1972 on the quiet Mississippi River town of Louisiana, Missouri.
Never heard of it.
Me either. I thought when I saw that, I thought it was the Missouri Monster, not the Louisiana Monster. And then I'm like, oh, there's a Louisiana, Missouri. And when I looked it up, I found out in 2020, Louisiana had a population of 3,199 people, which very similar to the small town we came from, in North Pike County, which is south of Hannibal.
Okay.
So if you kind of picture it, if you know where Hannibal's at, just south of it, right along the Mississippi River. So this quiet, quaint little river town. Well, this small, kind of cute town was thrust into the national spotlight suddenly in 1972, but thank goodness it wasn't for a murder. It wasn't for some big crime. This time, though, it was for something even stranger.
Like a creature?
Or a monster?
Momo!
Momo!
So what actually is Momo, Megan? Because I don't know anything about this mystery
of Momo.
I don't know anything about it.
I didn't know hardly anything either, but now I have the script. So I can tell you it is funny, interesting, serious, scary, all the things in between.
Wonderful.
That a legend should be. So Momo is short for the Missouri Monster. I mean, I know pretty novel Missouri Monster.
Yeah.
It's described by some, and we're going to hear lots of different descriptions, but I want you to kind of picture in your mind, this is a massive, hairy, Bigfoot-like creature. And according to various eyewitnesses, he stood around 7 feet tall. Some even said maybe up to 12 feet tall, which is very tall, and was covered head to toe in shaggy dark hair and had a pumpkin-sized head.
Oh, gosh.
So,
this is actually a very perfect one for going into Halloween.
This is perfect. And this...
a pumpkin-sized head.
Yes. And most disturbing of all, people said, was obviously that was scary, what he looked like, but he gave off this your face. The minute I even got ready to say it, she looked like she just ate the worst thing in her life. She goes, okay, so he gave off a putrid, rotting odor, they said, that clung to the air. Yeah. So they said that was disturbing as well. And for Mindy in here in the closet, I put up some Momo pictures. What do you think?
He looks a lot like what I would imagine Bigfoot to look like.
Yes.
Maybe, but much scarier.
Agreed.
I mean, he's really scary. That's scary.
Yes. What was that movie called? Was it Harry and the Hendersons? Do you remember that movie?
Oh, where they had like Bigfoot?
Yeah. Yeah. That is not
what it looks like.
No, like he was, This is scary. So again, we're going to hear lots of different descriptions.
I can just smell the picture.
Oh, the putrid.
That rotting odor.
Yes. And if you are interested in seeing some different versions of Momo, check out our Patreon under the Missouri Monster Collection, and we are going to have all kinds of fun stuff there for you, including some other things we'll talk about later. So that's Momo.
Okay.
Now,
interesting.
I mean, reports of wild hairy men in Missouri.
So you're saying it's Terry? I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
I mean, there are a lot of wild hairy men in Missouri. So it says
it's not my husband. I know that. It's definitely not my husband.
He's not 7 foot tall, covered from head to toe.
No, he's 5'7" with no hair.
So reports of wild hairy men in Missouri go back much further than we think. I mean, there were stories about Momo sprinkled all throughout, starting in the 1940s. And back then, they hadn't really deemed it Momo yet. The people that claimed to have seen this thing called it a bipedal humanoid. So basically, it's on 2 feet and it's not a human, but it kind of looks like it could be human-like.
Okay.
So, but the real sighting of Momo didn't really start happening till the 70s.
Okay.
So
was he just a rumor before then, or we don't
right.
really
I mean,
know?
and they hadn't even really named him. And again, in history, there's just some scattered stories. There's not the whole legend didn't really come together until the 70s. So the earliest really well documented modern encounter with Momo happened in July 1971. And there were 2 Louisiana, Missouri women, I guess, sitting at a picnic table having a picnic lunch.
2 of them.
2 of them. And they claim a large creature came right up and stole the food from their pig.
It was actually their husbands.
That sounds a little bit like that could have been a bear. I mean, come on.
But they were in Missouri.
Yeah, but I think we have black bears, maybe?
Yeah, we do.
So
in southern Missouri.
I mean, Spencer just told me this, like, the exact same story about when he went to Yosemite on vacation this past summer, and there was a family sitting down to eat, and they'd left their trunk open. Oh, yeah, and a black bear was getting in there, getting their food, and then came at them.
Oh, my gosh.
So instantly I thought, well...
They just saw a bear.
It's a bear, right? But... I mean,
but there are 2 women that claim to see the same thing. Either they saw it or they made it up. What else did they say?
Exactly. Well, see, that's really all they said. So that,
well,
I
mean, and stole our food in the story.
We think it's a bipedal humanoid. We don't know.
Okay.
But that's the thing is, that's the earliest documented encounter in July of 71. But we don't really, this doesn't take off until a year later in July of 72. Okay. So everything changes on July 11th, 1972.
7/11/72.
You're like almost 6 months old.
Yes.
Yes. So 8-year-old Terry.
Sorry, Terry.
8-year-old Terry Harrison and his brother are outside playing at their rural home on the edge of Louisiana, Missouri. When Terry looks up and across their property or the yard, he sees a creature, he says, standing by a tree, and he screams. So his scream pierces the air. Well, he's being babysat, and his brother are being babysat by their 15-year-old sister, Doris. Mm-hmm. And so she runs to the kitchen window, and that's when she also sees it.
She saw the same thing.
She sees the same thing.
Okay.
He describes it as a hulking, dark-haired figure standing at the edge of the woods. Its glowing orange eyes stared back at her. It gets this is a little bit of crossing into mayhem here.
Oh no.
And in its arms, it clutched what appeared to be a dead dog.
Ooh.
Yes.
And this is no time around Halloween. So it was in July. So it's not like someone was dressed up.
Right. Now, so they are giving quite a few details. Like, again, you think, well, could it be a bear? But I mean, she's saying orange eyes. She's saying...
That picture definitely has orange eyes.
Yes. So as soon as their parents got home, they relay this message, oh my gosh, listen to what we saw out in the yard. And they take it seriously, which...
The parents.
Yes. And they gather a group of people, including local law enforcement, highway patrol, and conservationists, which I thought was kind of smart.
Yeah.
Because if it was a bear or an animal. And so...
But what I'm going to ask.
What?
Was it their dog?
Well, we never hear about the dead dog again.
Oh,
I know. Okay. So in my mind, that didn't happen.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to X that out.
I'm going to forget that
even
happened. But they search this group of people, and of course, they don't find anything. So this sighting, of course, by the next day had gone rampant throughout the town because, of course, they got law enforcement involved in everything. So by nightfall the next day, people had started calling this the Missouri Monster, for short, Momo. So that's where we get Momo.
Actually, be Mimo, but that's all good.
Mimo. Okay, so that's how we get the name Momo. That's 1972. Okay. So throughout the 1970s, then, from this point on, the town of Louisiana, Missouri, erupts in what locals call monster fever. And
Okay.
so they were just kind of like, if we're going to have a monster in town, we're going to kind of just soak it in and
Make the most of the situation.
That's right. See what happens. So again, more sightings throughout the 70s. Some people said they saw a beast near what was then called Marzoff Hill in Pike County. I think today they call it Star Hill, but it's just really close there to Louisiana and along creeks and riverbeds and just people reporting it all over the place. But the next, what they consider probably more credible or most credible sighting came from a man by the name of Richard Allen Murray.
Okay.
And Terry said, is he really qualified because he has 3 first names? I don't think so. I think he's qualified. I think Richard Allen Murray is qualified because he was the town's fire department chief and he was a member of the city council. So people obviously trusted Richard.
Yeah.
He swore that he saw a massive upright creature illuminated in his headlights while driving near a creek bed. And I mean, we would suppose that Richard would really be able to know the difference between a bear.
Now, is
And a
Louisiana,
monster.
Missouri south? Where did you say it was?
It's south of Hannibal. It's over by St. Louis,
Okay.
but south, north
so
of St.
no
Louis.
Bears there.
Well, I don't know. That's a good question. I think it could be possible. They could have black bears.
Because a bear could be an upright creature.
Yes. But you would think he would know the difference.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, and if his headlights are right on it. But
Mhm.
he claims like it was some weird creature. Then there was another quick supposed sighting, but this one I'm not so sure is credible. A high school teenage boy claimed Momo lifted his car off the ground with him in it.
Okay.
So I don't know. I mean, that one feels a little far-fetched. Regardless, the community of Louisiana said, let's embrace Momo.
Well, there were no cameras back then.
Right. They were like, you know what? This could help tourism
Let's
in
embrace it.
Louisiana. I mean, Hannibal has Mark Twain. What do we
True.
have?
Momo.
Yes. So now they're like, we have Momo. But, the excitement and the tension in the late 70s grew so kind of high. They'd had all these reports that they didn't know if they were true or not.
And really, if you see anything strange, you probably immediately are like, oh, it's the Momo.
It's the Momo.
Or
Yes.
if anything strange happened in your yard, oh my gosh, it had to be the Momo.
Yes. And
Or if
so
your dog happened to die, oh my
Momo.
gosh, he had something to do with it.
Momo did it.
Yeah.
They formed a 20-person posse,
Posse?
armed and determined, and organized like a hunt for Momo. Now, of course, they never found anything.
What were they going to do with them when they got him?
Good question. But it did make me think, like, that's kind of a classic small town Missouri move.
Absolutely.
Like, let's get our posse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's grab our shotguns and go monster
Let's
hunting.
form a gang and go get them.
So, like Bigfoot and other cryptid legends, and I did not know exactly what the word cryptid, CRYPTID, means, but a cryptid legend is basically, cryptid is something that has human-like characteristics but isn't, and is considered like a myth and a legend, and people study those.
Yeah.
And so, like Bigfoot and other legends like the Yeti, the Abominable Snowman, the Mothman, all those things, basically no evidence was ever really found. And according to Missouri Life magazine, the most recent reported finding or sighting of Momo occurred in 1991.
Right.
So in 1991, William McGee, a cryptozoologist, I had to look this up,
Okay.
studies legendary animals not recognized by mainstream science. So, for instance, this, Mothman, Bigfoot, unicorns,
Okay.
that kind of thing. He claims to have seen this creature in the area of Bowling Green, Missouri, which is just like 15 minutes down the road from Louisiana.
All right.
So, again, no evidence, but that's what he claims.
He just says he saw that. Okay.
Yes. But if you think about it, we've got a cryptozoologist, I mean, a man who has some education. We had Richard, the fire department.
They all seem credible.
Yeah, the 2 ladies at the picnic table. So, I mean, what do you think? What was Momo? What do you think? What's the answer?
My first thought was a bear, but I don't know if there's bears in that area.
Right.
And so, I don't know. If they all have the same kind of story and explanation
I know.
of this creature, But so far, I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
I mean, Caden said he thinks it's a black bear.
With orange eyes.
Yeah, Terry didn't know. He really hadn't decided. But explanations, of course, vary. Some say it was a very big black bear standing upright or scavenging for food. Some even have stated it could be a large primate.
Ooh.
In Missouri?
Like an ape?
Yeah, like it got loose from the zoo or what? I don't know. Others said it could have been a total hoax that snowballed as more people joined in and teenagers
Okay,
getting
so
involved.
is it possible this could have just been a huge prank?
For sure. I mean, this could have started as a big hoax.
So I can see some teenagers doing something like this.
Yes. And in fact, there are quotes from people who are from that town that we'll get to in a minute that kind of mention that. But yeah, so, I mean, yeah, if it was a prank, again, there's a lot of specifics.
That's a lot of faking.
Yes. So very true. And remember, too, like we just said, sightings came from different people, young, old, ordinary, respected citizens, leaders. But I mean, they thought they saw something, or at least wanted to believe.
Did anyone ever I'm sorry, I'm on a dog thing, but did anyone ever come forward and say, hey, my dog is dead? And
no.
We think Momo got it? Okay.
No. So I guess that is a good thing.
Yeah, that's good.
So
no dead dogs.
No dead dogs at all. So Momo has had an interesting cultural legacy within the state of Missouri and just in general. So this legend hasn't taken off like some legends, but it also has left what we would consider a lasting mark on Missouri culture. So I wanted to play it. There is a song called Momo the Missouri Monster by none other than Snail Face.
Oh my God.
I don't know who Snail Face is, but I listened to it on YouTube. I'm going to put it on Patreon. It's like Momo.
What?
Like it's a harder rock. Yes.
Like,
and so
like mosh pit type of music?
Yes. I would love to play it, but of course, copyright laws. I don't want to get in trouble.
Can you sing it better for us?
Oh, I wish and I wish I could play it in the background. But
Momo.
I am going to put it on Patreon because I can link that there. But it's like Momo, the Missouri Monster. I don't know. When you listen to it, it won't sound anything like that. So anyways, I mean, somebody thought Momo was cool enough to make a song about. Snailface did. I didn't know this either.
Well, you're not a big Snailface
fan?
I don't know what's wrong with you.
Six Flags in St. Louis, which I've been to in the probably early 2000s, but I did not know this. St. Louis, Six Flags had a ride named after Momo, which operated from 1973 to 1994. And it was called Momo the Monster. And it was basically kind of a steel octopus style ride, with the arms and then the buckets rotate.
Mm-hmm.
And so I found some pictures online of people riding it, of people working there in the 70s, that ride. And so I'll put those on Patreon too.
Why did it stop? And I wonder.
I don't know if it was just age or, octopus style rides aren't that exciting these days. As exciting, I guess, as maybe they originally were. But I thought that I didn't know that they'd had a ride named after him.
Wow.
Yeah. And the Louisiana Area Historical Museum, again, Louisiana, Missouri, honors Momo's place in history regularly. And in 2022, they held a 50th anniversary concert.
No, they did not.
Yes, celebrating the legend.
Momo just decided to come out right then on stage, right then and there.
He's like, you know what? I'm towards the end of my life. I'm going to just come out and tell everybody the truth about me. Momo.
I am Momo.
Also, in 2019, filmmakers released a movie called Momo, the Missouri Monster, a horror docudrama featuring Cliff Barrickman and James Bobo Fay, who are best known for...
Bobo's in Momo?
Bobo's in Momo, and Momo is part of Bobo's project. And they're best known from Animal Planet's Finding Bigfoot.
Okay.
So if you are a big Animal Planet, watch those kind of things. Again, there is a movie out there you could watch. So yeah.
Momo became a local celebrity.
Yeah, I think this town's like...
Even if he's not real.
Right.
Some teenagers got off with a really, really good trick.
That's what I want to know. If somebody did start this as a prank, let's say with the women at the picnic table or the
Maybe it was
teens,
just a costume.
or maybe it really was a bear, but they were so scared in the way they explained it. I don't know. You're like, this
Yeah.
got out of hand real quick. But again, they embraced it. Now, unlike Mothman, if you've heard of him in West Virginia, or the Fouke Monster in Arkansas,
Does every state have one of these guys?
I think so. Momo didn't really become like this whole tourist economy all by itself. It wasn't like Louisiana profited big time. You know,
Right.
they did get a little boost in tourism, but it didn't hang on like a lot of local legends have, which is why a lot of people out there maybe haven't heard of Momo before.
So
So,
I keep saying
whoops.
that these are teenagers because this sounds like something me and my friends would have done.
Which part?
All of it.
All of it. Like, we were in our car and something lifted us off the ground. I mean, I promise, I swear it was Momo. Again, though, it's kind of interesting how people can take something, whether they think it's true or not, or believe it's true, and it can get spun. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, I think it just shows
Well, and then
that
every
too.
little thing you think, oh, I saw him.
Yes. And I think you had a community here who was open to that too,
Yeah.
you know, and I think it's kind of,
Yeah. Who doesn't want a creature in your town?
yeah, who doesn't want to be known to have its own monster?
Yeah, to have your own Momo.
Like, yeah, and again, didn't even know of Louisiana, Missouri until this story. So, I mean, it did give the town something to kind of rally around, even though it was kind of a scary thing. And still, 50 years later, Momo's still part of the Louisiana culture in many ways. So I was talking to Terry about this story, and he said, well, what do you think people in Louisiana, Missouri today think about Momo?
Good question.
So I looked into that. So many longtime residents and local business owners in Louisiana remember Momo very fondly. They recall how the legend came to their town, how it gathered media attention in 1972. They claim it temporarily put Louisiana on the map.
Yeah.
It spurred local events in the 70s and 80s, like Momo Days. Kind of like, remember we had Waltus Watkins
These
Days?
teenagers are laughing so
So
hard at
hard.
the Momo days.
And some just thought it was fun to remember back on that. Many, though, including some who were there at the time, 100% are like, this is such a prank and a hoax that took off. There was a retired school teacher from there named Priscilla Giltner, and she's certain that high school boys were like dressed up in a homemade monster suit and were making noises and were planting footprints.
And you
for
could get away
people
with that
on the
back
phone.
then. You
Yes,
could do that back
you
then.
could, because again, no cameras, no phones.
And let's think, if Momo were spotted in 1972, I'm 53, so Momo would have to be like 70.
Right. Exactly.
So he might still be alive.
Well, he could be. And in terms of planting footprints in that 2019 documentary we just talked about, it even had someone that was interviewed who said, yeah, I did. I created some fake three-toed footprints. Yes. Yes. So, as in regards to legitimate sightings, again, Doris, who was the 15-year-old sister, one of the first people to witness it in 72, maintained until her death in 2021 that what she saw was real and not an animal known to science. I mean, she doubled down.
That's not an animal known to science. Okay.
I know. And other eyewitness accounts, like the former fire chief, stuck with his story as well. Now, many younger residents, which I found this kind of, I'm not surprised, but many younger residents, Momo is not really like a living legend. They're just like, it's something they remember kind of hearing about as something that happened in their town a long time ago. So for them, they kind of said, we don't really know that much about it. And it's not something that they're really.
It's just a historical thing.
Yes. And one author did note that a lot of the young population in Louisiana has started moving to the cities.
Okay.
And so, legends, traditions, those kind of things don't get to be passed down as much anymore, I think, is kind of what they're saying, that they're
Kind of fade away.
Yeah. Yeah. It's easy to fade away. So I don't know. What do you think? Was Momo a real monster stalking the woods of Pike County? Or was he a bear, a prank, or a case of mass hysteria?
Okay. I think it was a bear, a prank, and a case of mass hysteria.
All of it.
All of it combined. No, I think it was just I don't know. I think it was a prank.
I think it was a prank. I think maybe one of
That
those
stuck.
people did see a bear or maybe an animal they thought looked that way. I think people sometimes love to feed into that
Yeah.
because it is
Yeah.
interesting and can be fun,
Right.
Yeah.
And you can keep elaborating on top of it. And
Yes.
I mean, maybe it is a real monster. I don't know.
I mean, when you Google the top mysteries in Missouri, Momo's at the top.
I mean,
So
either way, he's earned his place in this strange and spooky history of Missouri mayhem.
no kidding. So, I mean, we had to cover him. We hope you've enjoyed this kind of fun
Yeah.
little
Let us know if you
episode.
want more of these.
Yes, please, because there are many more out there. One's called the Ozark Holler, which has been fun and actually been proven what it actually is. I know that
Okay.
story. So and again, some things we can do with Mark Twain and Hannibal, some stories there. So we appreciate you listening. As always, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, Spotify, Patreon, anywhere you want to follow us, we appreciate it.
And thank you so much for listening to us today.
Yes.
We appreciate that. And thanks for listening.
It's been a long day, folks. And we've recorded a lot today. So, all right, rewind. Thanks for listening to Missouri Mayhem. I'm Mindy or Megan.
All right.
And
until next time,
stay curious, stay safe, stay kind.
Peace
out.